Hello. All right. Today, if you're following me on Spotify, I think we will do the muse. The muse. And so we'll cue that up and we'll have that ready to go here. In a few minutes, I'll always tell you when to push play. And if you have a strap today or like a robe tie or a towel or a sock or anything that you can grab, we will do some hamstring stretches, and maybe you'd like a strap. Maybe you won't need one, but just in case, that'll be the prop for today. And we'll, start in a seat and just begin to notice how we're feeling right now. How does our neck and shoulders feel? How do our hips and legs feel? We might rock back and forth or side to side a little bit and kind of see if you're leaning off to one side more than the other. Just notice, could we feel even on our sitting bones? And then if it feels safe enough in the space you're in to close your eyes, great. If you'd rather keep them open, maybe we just kind of cast them downward at one point so that our focus can come inward. And we'll notice our breath. And at first, does it feel shallow or choppy or deep and smooth? Notice. Does one nostril feel more open than the other? What's the temperature of the breath? We'll begin to draw our awareness to the parts of our body touching the earth and the land we're on, the land of the Coast Salish people, the land that offers us so many opportunities to come back home to a sense of belonging in the body we're in, exactly as this body is, at this potent time, on this generous, abundant, giving, nurturing land. And then from our root, parts of our body that are touching the earth will allow our awareness to rise, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to the crown of our head. And that crown energy, our connection to the bigger picture, the God of our own understanding, or the power of love or life itself. And also our connection to our inherent dignity, a birthright to feel at home in all of our identities. And as we start to feel truly a sense of belonging in the skin we're in all of our identities, we can cultivate that same space for others, especially if they identify differently than us, to feel at home and welcome and a sense of belonging. We'll just take a few more moments to notice our breath. And then if you have any special dedication that you like for your practice or an intention, we can make that now, or maybe it's just a moment of prayer or a moment of silence. And we'll open with the sound of 3 ohms. All right, my dear. So we will start the playlist here. 3, 2, 1. Push play and come onto our backs. And as we come onto our backs, we might grab a strap if you have it, or anything else that acts like a strap, and put it around the ball of your right foot as you lift your right leg to the sky. And here we'll point and flex. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can just grab the back of your thigh, no problem. But we'll point and flex our foot a few times. Now, this left knee can remain bent, or you can straighten your leg. That's your choice. And then notice, like if I look at my foot, the pinky toe edge side doesn't flex as much as the big toe side. So I'm going to pull a little more on that side of the strap and bring that leg toward you. And just notice your breath feeling into the hamstring here. Keep imagining that the heel is moving up to the sky and the toes are moving down toward your nose. Relax your jaw. And then we'll bring our right leg out to the right. And again, we're going to point and flex and try to see if maybe that pinky toe edge side needs a little bit more help from the strap, might pull more on that side. Or if for you, it's the big toe side. And then we'll bring that leg back to center. And now just a tiny bit over to the left. Here's where I start to straighten that left leg for my body. It doesn't have to be all the way straight. There can be a generous bend to the knee. And we're pointing and flexing the right foot a little bit. Oof. Breathe. Maybe you feel your calves as well as the hamstring. And as we go over a little bit further, you might start to feel the outer thigh, the outer hip. And we'll go just a little bit more. We're not going all the way to the ground on purpose. And then as we come back, you can use the strap, or you might be able to grab your big toe. We're bending that right knee for half happy baby. So we're taking the knee kind of toward the right armpit. And we'll release that side. Left ball of the foot goes into the strap if you're using one, and the left leg goes up to the sky. So here the right knee might remain bent, or you might straighten the leg. We'll point and flex through the toes and the heel. And again, notice if perhaps one side needs a little extra pull. Notice your breath. And draw that leg toward you. And then the leg goes out to the left. And we'll point and flex and feel into where the stretch is for you here. And then back to center, we'll go just a little ways over to the right. And again, you might notice one side needs an extra pull on the strap. You might straighten the right leg, straight-ish. And go just a little further. And a little bit more. As you come back to center, you might use the strap or you might let it go and grab hold of the big toe for half happy baby on this left side. And then my dears, let's bring both knees up. Right ankle, left knee for thread the needle where you might reach between your legs for the back of that left thigh, or you might just hold on to your right leg and foot. Whatever feels useful. And breathing in, noticing that right hip. And then switching sides. And then we'll release that side, come over to one side and up to hands and knees. We'll inhale into our cow shape and then exhale into cat. Stay for an inhaling cat. And exhale back to cow. And back and forth that way several more times. And then we might move around and around a little bit. And then the other direction. Making our way to downward facing dog. We'll walk ourselves forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale. Step your right toes way back. Dip the hips, lift the heart, breathe in. Straighten the leg, breathe out. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Twice more in this way. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten. Inhale here. Bend the knee. Last one, breathe in. Straighten the leg. Breathe in. Bend the knee. Make your way to the long edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, parallel feet. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Soften your knees just a bit. Maybe your hands go to the earth. Maybe your forearms go to the earth or blocks. Maybe you nod your head yes. Maybe you nod your head no. Halfway lift on your next inhale. Spin to the right, you're facing the back of your mat. Bend your knee, dip your hips, lift your heart, inhale. Straighten the leg, exhale. Stay for an inhale. And bend the knee. Twice more, inhale here. Exhale, straighten the leg. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Last one, breathe in. Straighten the leg. Breathe in. Bend the knee. Plank pose. Shift your weight forward. Bend your elbows lower halfway or all the way to the ground. Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Your left leg lifts. Draw your knee toward your belly, chest, or nose. Lift the leg. Take it toward your left arm. Lift the leg. Take it toward your right arm. Lift the leg. Step the foot forward. Dip the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten the leg, and this time see if you can flex your toes up toward the sky, 5 breaths. Bend that knee. Make your way to the long edge of the mat. Feet are parallel. Heels might be a tiny bit wider than the toes. Forward fold. There might be a softness to your knees. Halfway lift, inhale. Spin to the right, facing the front of your mat. Dip your hips, lift your heart, inhale. Straighten that front leg and see if you can flex the toes up toward the sky, 5 breaths. Bend that knee, plank pose. Shift your weight forward, knees could come down, lower halfway or all the way to the earth. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Walk or hop to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Hold forward, exhale. Rise all the way up. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Step those left toes to the back and lift your right arm to the sky. And then side angle, bring your back heel down, right elbow to right thigh. Left arm reaches alongside your ear, spin your heart up. Make your way to the long edge of your mat, parallel feet. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Spin to the left, facing the back of the mat, bend the left knee. Reach your left arm up. Bring that back heel down, left arm to left thigh, side angle, right arm alongside the ear. Circle sweep that right arm down, frame that left foot, plank. Move your weight forward. Knees could come down, shift forward and lower. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg lifts. Draw the knee in toward your belly, chest, or nose. Lift. Take the right knee toward the right arm. Lift. Right knee toward left arm. Lift. Step the foot forward. Dip the hips, lift the heart, breathe in. Straighten the leg, breathe out. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Right arm up, breathe in. Side angle. Star pose. Bend your knees, goddess. Star pose. Warrior two toward the front of your mat. Side angle. And then circle sweep that right hand down, pivot your back toes, lift your left arm up. Inhale. Frame the foot, straighten the front leg. Take a deep breath in. Bend the knee. Plank. Lower all the way to your belly. Sphinx pose. So starting in Sphinx, our elbows are underneath our shoulders. Root down through the wrists. In particular, draw your belly in and draw your heart forward. Feel the strengthening for the back here. And then zip your legs together as best you can and begin to lift your legs. See if maybe here you can lift your elbows. See if maybe here you can come to your fingertips. Breathe. Walk one hand back and then the other for cobra. Tops of the feet down. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise all the way up, inhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lean to your right. Stay for an inhale. And an exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lean to your left. Stay for an inhale. And the exhale. Inhale back to center. Cactus your arms, shine your heart up. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Down dog your way. So maybe that means plank, chaturanga, cobra up dog, or you might just step back to down dog. Look forward. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Arms up. Lean to your left. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Arms up. Lean to your right. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Arms up, inhale. Cactus the arms, shine the heart up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down dog your way. Look forward. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. One more in this way. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise all the way up, inhale. Mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Root through your left foot. Reach your right knee up. And then out to the right. Tree pose. Arms might reach up. And reach that right knee up. Keep your hands up if you can. Warrior three. Maybe arms go out to the sides. Land that right foot back. Warrior one. Shine the hips forward. Root through the outer edge of that back foot. Maybe arms reach up. Maybe heart lifts. Inhale here. Straighten that left leg. Bring your hands behind you. Grab opposite wrists or elbows and fold forward over a straight-ish front leg. Forehead toward your shin. Release your hands, frame that front foot, plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Take the time to really root through that right foot. Lift your left knee up. Let your left knee open. Tree pose. Arms might reach up. Left knee lifts, arms might stay up or come out to the sides, warrior three or airplane. Land that left foot down, warrior one. Hips shine forward. Root through the outer edge of the back foot, arms might reach up. And then straighten the front leg, reach behind your back for opposite wrists or elbows, and fold forward, forehead towards shin.
Release your hands, frame your front foot, plank. Lower all the way to the belly. Have your forehead come to the earth. Take a few breaths just here. And then zip your legs together like you have one big leg. Keep your hands by your sides and reach down toward your feet. Pull your heart up off the floor and then lift your legs, locust. Plant your palms by your sides, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Bend your knees, spin your hip open. You might stay right here, or you might flip your dog. Back to center, your right leg is up. Step the foot forward, warrior two. Straighten that right leg. Reach beyond your toes. Triangle pose. Bend that right knee a little bit. Half moon. Lifting the left leg. And then airplane to revolved half moon. Left hand is down. Left leg is still up. Right arm lifts up. We'll place that foot down, that left foot down, and start to fold forward over the right leg, bowing your forehead toward your shin. Consciously draw your right hip back. Engage your left thigh, the quad. And then we'll halfway lift. Our left hand is down. Right arm goes up for revolved triangle. Weight in your back heel. Continue to draw the right hip back. Frame that front foot again. Plank. Lower all the way to your belly. This time, see if you can interlace the fingers behind your back. We'll lift our legs and draw our hands down our sacrum like you're going to reach towards your feet, locust. Release your hands. Bring them by your sides, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee, spin the hip open. Stay right here, or flip your dog. If you've chosen to flip, come back. Left leg is high. Step the foot forward for warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Triangle pose. Soften that left knee for half moon pose, lifting the right leg up. Stacking the hips open. Then bringing that right hand down maybe to a block, keeping the right leg up. Revolved half moon left arm lifts. And bringing that right foot down, both legs are straight, fold forward. Halfway lift and lengthen the torso, draw the left hip back, left arm up, revolve triangle. And then soften, frame the front foot, plank. Lower to your belly. Now, you choose Sphinx or locust, any of those variations we've done. So that could be reaching down at your sides, lifting your legs. Could be interlacing the fingers behind the tail, drawing the shoulders together. Or it could be Sphinx, elbows under the shoulders, tops of the feet remain down. Wherever you are, think about lifting, strengthening the back, and drawing the heart forward and up. And then we'll slowly lower down, create maybe a pillow with our forearms for our head. And then we'll bend our right knee, reach back with the right hand for the foot or the ankle, and draw the heel in toward the booty, and then tuck your tail under. Stretching the front of the thigh. Now, if you can reach the ankle, you can flex your foot here. Push into your left palm. You might lift your elbow, kick your right ankle or foot into the right hand, half bow pose, Ardha Dhanurasana. Then come down and stretch the front of that thigh again. Tuck the tail. Release that right side. Bend the left knee. Reach back with the left hand for the foot or the ankle. Draw the heel in toward the booty and tuck your tail under. You can also move the knee in toward the center of the mat. Even an inch makes a big difference. And then if you can reach for your ankle, great. Push into your right palm. You might lift the right elbow, kick the left foot into the hand, half bow. And then come down and stretch that left quad again. Release, come to Sphinx again. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms long. Bring your knees wide, maybe to the edges of your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together up off the floor. You might stay just like this, or you might lift your elbows, or you might release this shape, reach back for both of your feet or ankles for Dhanurasana bow pose. If you choose that one, kick your feet into your hands. And we'll try to stay 5 more breaths wherever we are. And then release the shape. Bring your forehead down. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs side to side. And then let's all see about Dhanurasana bow pose. Reaching back for our feet one at a time, and you can go quite wide, or you could use that strap if you have one. And kick your feet into your hands. And release. And we'll come to child's pose. Stretching the low back now. Knees can be wide or together. When you're ready, we're going to sit up onto our knees and our heels. So either baby camel or camel pose Ustrasana. Baby camel is reaching behind your heels to the floor, maybe on fingertips. Lifting the heart, grounding the knees, and maybe lifting your hips and tucking your tails under. Or camel pose, you might have your hands on your low back, or maybe you reach for your heels, or anywhere in between. Wherever you are, breathe. And we'll slowly sit back on our heels. And then sit off onto one side. Swing your legs around. Left leg goes out in front. Right knee bends. Right leg crosses over the straight left leg for a twist. Grab hold of your right thigh with your left hand. Right hand goes behind you. Sitting up nice and tall. As you come back to center, allow that right knee to open and bend your left knee, reaching between your thighs if you can for a seated pigeon or thread the needle. Bring your heart forward and up. And if it's too intense on the right hip, to bend that left knee, straighten the leg. Let's release that. Our right arm lifts. Our right forearm or elbow or hand is going to go into that right foot and we'll twist to the left. Left hand goes behind us. Try to sit up tall. Come back to center and straighten that left leg. Reaching toward the left foot, keeping that figure four shape. And bow. Now, as you come up, if you're newer to the practice or your hips are screaming, please stay here and just focus on this right knee opening a little bit. Otherwise, you might bend that left knee and stack ankle to knee, knee to ankle for fire log pose or double pigeon, some folks call it. And you might lean a bit forward. Wherever you are, breathe. Celebrate where you are in your body. Some of you might walk over to the left. See if you can hook that right elbow into the right foot and breathe into the low back. And of course, the right hip. All right, my dears, we're slowly coming back to center and straightening both legs out front. You might shake them a little. Let's remove kind of the flesh from our sitting bones. Lean forward to reach toward our feet and bow the head toward the shins. We'll come back up. Our right leg is straight. Let's cross our left leg over by bending that left knee and then grabbing hold of that left calf or thigh with the right hand. Left hand comes behind you, twisting to the left. Slowly coming back to center. We're in that figure four shape. We'll bend that right knee and reach between our legs, perhaps, for a thread the needle seated. And we're trying to sit up so heart moves forward. We'll release our hands, left arm lifts. Left hand or forearm goes to that foot. Right hand behind, so we're twisting now to the right. What would happen if we grounded the right big toe? And my dears, come back to center, straighten the right leg. Still the figure four shape as we reach toward the right foot. As we come up, you might stay exactly like this, coaxing the left knee a little bit down with a gentle touch, or you might bend the right knee, stack ankle to knee, knee to ankle for fire log or double pigeon. You might lean a smidge forward. In whatever shape you've taken, you might walk your hands to the right and try to hook the left elbow into the left foot and breathe into the left side of the low back and of course that left hip. All right, my dears, we're gonna slowly come back to center and bring both legs out. And again, removing any flesh from the sitting bones, reaching toward our feet, bowing forward, Paschimottanasana. And then my dears, as we come up, come down. What goes up must come down. And so we'll have our knees bent. We're gonna twist to the right. So if you like a block or a bolster or pillow or a blanket between your knees, great. Back to center, my dears, and slowly to the left. Back to center. Shoulder stand or placing a block underneath your sacrum and your legs go up to the sky, or the beloved, legs up the wall. Whatever feels useful to you right now. And then we'll slowly find our way to Shavasana. Corpse pose, where you could straighten your legs and arms and be on your back. Or perhaps you keep your knees bent or bolster under your knees. Or maybe your Shavasana today is on one side or even on your belly. Whatever allows you to feel restful. And then slowly and in your own way, we'll come back to a seat. As we do, we'll bring our palms to our heart in any shape that feels useful. And bowing our head, gratitude for the practice.
In the spirit of peace, we say Shanti, Shalom, Salam, Amani, Maluhia, Irini, Shiakan, Jam, Pache, Paz. In the spirit of our collective healing and liberation, we say Ashe, Amin, Amen, blessed be, Kapu Aloha, in Lakach, Satnam, Namaste, Mitakuyasan, Black Lives Matter.